Residents of Ritchie have expressed unhappiness with what they call the lack of service delivery in the area. Right now, we are at one of the oldest informal settlements in Ritchie. It has basically been here for decades, and to this day, residents do not have flushing toilets. Some of them were even telling us that they are now using buckets, and just because there is nothing else to do. Another issue here in Ritchie is the lack of water. Residents say only other days they get water, and some days there's absolutely no water. But right now I am joined by one of the residents just to tell us more about the frustration that they are facing here in Ritchie. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's just talk about the frustration here. Sometimes there's no water here in Ritchie, well, most of the time. How are you feeling about that?
It's very frustrating because we don't get the service that we as people need from whoever the ruling party is, which is the ANC. We don't get service from them. There's some days where we have 2 to 3 days we are without water, and for any human being it's unfair to live like that. And then we have to use our toilets is in-house, and we don't have water to use our toilets, and there's still people that use the bucket system. As you just said, people are still using the bucket system. There's people here in Ritchie that stays that doesn't even have toilets, but they have a yard, so there's no toilet for them to use. There's no service delivery at all in Ritchie, but people are here when it's voting time. People go and they go and fetch people to go and vote. But for how many years is it now that Ritchie has been neglected by our government? We don't have, there's people here in Ritchie that has title deeds without any houses. They don't have houses, but they have title deeds. There's a lot of things happening here. They came here, they surveyed here. There's people, they disrupted people's livelihoods by the surveying that they did, because now people have to move in certain directions of which they're not happy with. There's no water, there's no toilets, there's no streets, there's nothing here. But when come voting, then people know where to run to get people to go and vote, of which I feel it's honestly unfair.
So those are just the views here on the ground. Her view is not isolated at all, especially when it comes to what they deem the lack of service delivery. We did speak also to one elderly person who was telling us that for him it's very hard that he has to go far to fetch water because he can't even be able to carry that bucket. So these are myriad of issues that are here in Ritchie, but we will be speaking to the Sol Plaatje municipality just to get their view or their comment regarding these unhappy residents and what they are putting to us, and we'll hear what the municipality has to say. But the water issue, I need to speak about it, is that it's not only affecting residents of Ritchie. Even some residents in Kimberley have also expressed that they struggle with water, the access to water. Sometimes they don't have water, and you must remember Kimberley also is under the Sol Plaatje municipality. So you can see this crisis is going, it's happening everywhere in areas that are under the Sol Plaatje municipality, but we will be speaking to them and hear what their plans are to change the lives of the people here in Ritchie.